Welcome to Spiritual Adults, beloved. Thank you for watching Spiritual Adult. I really appreciate you all. On this channel, we tell Bible stories. Stories you grew up with from Sunday school. Our favorite stories. Bible stories. I'm just retelling it. We're just having fun, enjoying God together. Today, I want to talk about how David eulogized King Saul. This was before David was officially made the king, but he has been already anointed. So King Saul had just been after David. He wants to kill him because when he killed Goliath, the women sang and said he killed tens of thousands, and Saul killed, in other words, killed less than, that one person he killed. Goliath is tens of thousands compared to Saul. He just had inferiority complex and he just got angry and wants to kill David, who is but a child. For 20 years, he pursued him. And so David started hiding in caves. On one occasion, when Saul was looking for him, they were both in that cave. And David went in there, took his jug and spear. And David called him later, I said. And one of his fighting men, Abishai, said, "This is our opportunity. Let's kill him. Let's kill the king. After all, he wants to kill you." But here's a man of integrity, David. This is what he said to Abishai: "Don't destroy him. Who can lay a hand on the Lord's anointed and be guiltless? As surely as the Lord lives," he said, "the Lord himself will strike him, or his time will come, and he will die, or he will go into battle and perish. But the Lord forbid that I should lay a hand on the Lord's anointed." This is a man who fears God. This is the type of character David is. He had opportunity to kill this man, but he didn't. And then, when Saul realized what has happened, he said, "Is that you? Is that you, David?" David replied, "Yes, it is. It is, my lord, the king." Look at how he's talking to him so respectfully. "Why is my lord pursuing his servant? What have I done? And what wrong am I guilty of? Now let my lord the king listen to his servant's word. If the Lord has incited you against me, then may he accept an offering." I thought this was powerful. Listen. "If the Lord has incited you against me, then may he accept an offering from me. If, however, people have done it, may they be cursed before the Lord. They have driven me today from my share in the Lord's inheritance, and have said, 'Go, serve other gods.' Now do not let my blood fall to the ground, far from the presence of the Lord. The king of Israel has come out to look for me, for a flea as one hunts a partridge in the mountains." Those were powerful words. It was so powerful that King Saul said, "I have sinned. Come back, David, my son, because you have considered my life precious today. I will not try to harm you again. Surely I have acted like a fool and have been terribly wrong." You will think, okay, yes, it's over, but that was a lie. He wanted to kill him one more time. Then he said, "May you be blessed." He started blessing David. "David, my son, you will do great things and surely triumph." So David went on his way. It was so bad that David had to run to go live live with the Philistines in Gath. He killed Goliath of Gath. Saul pursued him so much that he went to live in Gath with the Philistines, Israel's arch enemies. The Philistines, they've come against Israel forever and ever. David will, because of this king, we have to go live in that place, enemy's territory, because of King Saul. He was trying to say, running for his life. What an irony. The man he killed, the people, he went there and just like, "Please let me stay here." That's how much tribulation King Saul brought to David before he became king. Now you get a sense of where we're going. So all through, David deferred to King Saul. He respected him. And his son, Jonathan, is David's best friend. So what happened, the sin of Saul piled up until God allowed him to be killed in the battle. The Philistines, who will kill him again will be the Philistines. And so when David heard that he died, it hurt him so much. And here is David paying tribute to this man, this enemy that wants to. But David did not even regard King Saul as his enemy. It was Saul that was just chasing him because he didn't want him to be king. He knew he's anointed. He knew he's going to be king. But here is this man, David. That's why God actually loves him. Look at his heart. He begins to lament about this man that wanted to kill him. Let's pick up this story. So you find this is lamentation over Saul in 2 Samuel chapter 1, verses 17 to the end. And it reads, David took up this lament concerning Saul and his son Jonathan, and he ordered that the people of Judah be taught this lament of the bow. It is written in the book of Jasher. A gazelle lies slain on your heights, Israel. How the mighty have fallen. Tell it not in Gath. Gath is the city of the Philistines. He said, please, this is too shameful. Tell it not in Gath. Proclaim it not in the streets of Ashkelon. These are streets of Philistine cities. Let the daughters of the Philistines be glad. Let the daughters of the uncircumcised rejoice. Mountains of Gilboa, may you have neither dew nor rain. May no showers fall on your terraced fields. For there the shield of the mighty was despised. Talking about King Saul. He said, in that mountain, for there the shield of the mighty, because Saul was very powerful too, the shield of the mighty was despised. The shield of Saul no longer rubbed with oil. From the blood of the slain, from the flesh of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan, that is Saul's son, did not turn back. These people, they were fighters. So he's describing them. The bow of Jonathan did not turn back. The sword of Saul did not return unsatisfied. They were victorious wherever they went, except for this particular day. Saul and Jonathan, in life they were loved and admired, and in death they were not parted. They were swifter than eagles. This is how fierce they are, good fighters. They were stronger than lions. Daughters of Israel, weep for Saul, who clothed you in scarlet and finery, who adorned your garments with ornaments of gold. How the mighty are fallen in battle. Jonathan lies slain on your heights. I grieve for you, Jonathan, my brother. You were very dear to me. Your love for me was wonderful, more wonderful than that of women. How the mighty are fallen. The weapons of war have perished. This is David mourning Saul, King Saul, and his son Jonathan, who for 20 years wanted to kill him. Time will fail me to, go into details of what happened. So much so that the parents of David, they had to move them. They couldn't live in Israel. I was shocked when I was reading it one time. They have to live in, can you imagine? He is living in the land of the Philistines. How bad can he get? You killed the most powerful man in the Philistines army, and he lives in Gath. And now your own king of Israel wants to kill you. You run and you go and hide in the city of Gath, the man you killed, the enemy you killed, and became friends with Achish, the king of Gath. God even gave him favor that the king of Gath, the Philistine, would love him, and that man gave him Ziklag. That's what Saul did to him. But look at the pleasant words with which he was eulogizing Saul. You think he's somebody, they are best buddies. It's very warming. It's sad, but at the same time, no wonder God loves this man called David. He said, tell it not in Gath. Publish it not in the streets of Ashkelon, lest the daughters of the Philistines rejoice. I'm quoting KJV. That's how I learned it when I was 6 years old. I learned this story. I memorized this. Lest the daughters of the Philistines rejoice, the daughters of the uncircumcised, the Gentiles, they are rejoicing now because our king, a king of Israel, is dead. They killed him. He committed suicide though, because when the battle was fierce, he said, please don't let the Philistines kill me. So he fell on his sword and died. I think one of the things I see in it, when you oppress somebody that is innocent, in other words, do not oppress somebody that is innocent. Somebody that did not do anything, but you are bent on destroying that person, it will come back and bite you. You're going to die like a chicken. No matter how great you are, you will die like a chicken. Because there's a God in heaven. He sees the affairs of men. So you tread with caution how you treat people. For 20 years, he makes this man homeless, literally. He started hanging with, the people that he was hanging with were vagabonds. These mighty men who fought, they were vagabonds. They just followed him from the streets. 600 men. And that's because of what Saul did to him. And yet this man will turn around and honor the God in that man. Honor your leaders. Leave them to God. That's what he said. He said, I will not kill him. He will kill himself. You see that God will kill him or he die in battle. Somebody else will kill him, but not me. I will not touch the Lord's anointed. And in this right here, I'm going to inject a warning to you and I. When our leaders are misbehaving, talk, don't open your mouth like we say in Africa. Don't use your whole mouth. Oh, is this? And be careful. You are not the one that anointed them. In fact, when I fall on my knees, I start praying and say, God, have mercy. Because there's a devil loose who wants to take them out. Whenever they fall, we fall on our knees. But for the grace of God, there goes I or you. Honor till the end. And that's what David did. He honored this man till the end. In fact, when an Amalekite came to tell David and say, oh, King Saul is dead, he did not kill King Saul. But he thought if he says such things to David, David will say, oh, good for my enemy. You good. He thought he was going to be rewarded. No, David killed that man. He said, you're not afraid to touch the Lord's anointed? Huh? You're not afraid to touch the Lord's anointed? You killed him. He did not kill somebody. He thought that would please King David. He wasn't pleased in the least at all. And we see this. Look at the eulogy Gibson. He said, Saul and Jonathan, in life they were loved and admired, and in death they were not parted. They were swifter than eagles. They were stronger than lions. Nobody will know that he's talking about somebody that wants to kill him for 20 years. I think that's our takeaway. We should speak good of our enemies. Jesus said, love your enemies. Bless them. God help us to be able to do that. I know He will. God will help you. God will help me. God bless you. Bye.